The lemongrass part of lemongrass chicken. Oh, I'm looking forward to this meal, guys. Yum, yum, yum. They're crunchy, but they got a little bit of that sweetness from the sugar, just a tiny bit of sour. They're perfect. Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name's Amanda and I am so super glad you're here today. I am making a banh mi sandwich. I think it was earlier this week, one of my favorite YouTubers named Molly Burke, she did an Instagram live where she was tasting some Vietnamese sandwiches. And she said that she tasted a lemongrass chicken sandwich. And when she said those words, I was immediately, I've got to have that in my life. So I've had sandwiches prepared at Vietnamese restaurants and I love them so much. And so this is my at-home version. So let's get started. All right, so one reason why I never really follow recipes is because I just like to make things to my own flavor profiles. So I'm gonna make up a marinade, and like I said, I looked at a few different lemongrass chicken recipes and I pulled what I thought sounded good from the majority of them. So a lot of them had some kind of sugar, a brown sugar, a palm sugar. So this right here is a food saver vacuum seal container. If you have a way to vacuum seal marinade things, it is amazing. If you don't, just do this a couple hours ahead and you'll be fine, or the night before. So sesame oil is pretty strong, so you only need a little bit of this. So this is sesame oil. Fish oil is another ingredient that is extremely flavorful and pungent. Again, just a little bit of that. But it adds so much to a dish. This is lime juice. You can use fresh lime, obviously. This is not from concentrate. And soy sauce. So this one we can actually put a little bit more. The lemongrass part of lemongrass chicken. If you're lucky enough to find lemongrass stalks at your grocery store, or if you go to a special Asian market, then that's great. I typically try to only go to 2 grocery stores. I don't want to be shopping all around town. So whenever you're finding recipes in my kitchen, most of the things are going to be not from specialty stores. So my regular grocery store has this lemongrass, oh, it's leaking, paste. So I'm going to use that. They actually did have lemongrass stalks today, which I was really excited about. And I went to go grab them, but they were already starting to get moldy. And I'm like, oh, that's disappointing. Don't want moldy lemongrass. So I pointed it out to one of the grocery store people and they pulled it from the shelf, but it happens. And then I'm going to take some garlic, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back of my knife and kind of bruise it up. What that does is it's going to kind of give you more surface area of the garlic and will let it kind of get into the flavor of the marinade without actually giving you garlic pieces that will stick to your chicken and potentially burn, because later I want to grill this chicken up. I'm just gonna give this a good mix. Yeah, I actually was at the grocery store today and picking up stuff for this week's menu, and I'm super excited about some of the dishes I have coming up. Hopefully they will get filmed. Oh, it smells so good. I love Asian flavors. Okay, so I took some chicken breasts, and this is 3 chicken breasts, and I took each chicken breast and filleted them 3 times to get very thin pieces, because I want this marinade to get in and around, see, look how thin these are, in around the chicken, and for maximum flavor. And then I'm gonna, this one, okay, I was gonna say that one was thick, but no, it's 2 pieces still stuck together. I'm gonna grill these tonight, and they won't take very long to grill because they're so thin, and they're gonna be really good on the sandwich. So I'm gonna make sure the marinade gets all over. Give it a good rub down. Oh yeah. One thing I forgot to add was salt. Well, we have the soy sauce, so I think we'll be fine because the soy has a lot of sodium in it. Okay, so now I'm going to wash my hands and we're going to prepare a quick pickle. So one aspect to Vietnamese sandwiches that is pretty consistent is to have some pickled vegetables on the sandwich. So we're going to do a quick pickle, again, doing it the night before or just even a couple hours. This is like a very quick pickle. So we're going to use about equal parts rice wine vinegar and sugar. So I already measured out some sugar. This was 2 tablespoons and I just eyeballed the vinegar. And again, I've got a piece of garlic here that I'm going to just kind of bruise up and put in here. Most of them said to put in red pepper flakes. If I want to have any chance of my kids trying these pickled vegetables, if I make them spicy, it's just going to be a no-go. So we're going to go the non-red pepper flake version, but definitely add some red pepper flakes. So this is a daikon radish. I'm actually not super familiar with daikon radishes. I've used them a couple times over the years, but it's definitely not an ingredient I cook with often. I'll post a picture right here of what that daikon looked like before I cut it up. I'm gonna add a little bit more vinegar actually. And then, because I was gonna do a smaller amount, but I think the sugar will be fine. Oh, and I want to add some salt, definitely. So what I was going to do was shake that up before I added the vegetables, but I didn't. So I'm going to top the rest with water and then we'll shake it up. And give this a really good shake so that the sugar and that vinegar get mixed up in there. And then I'm just gonna let this sit out on the counter. And actually I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum seal this and this. So let me grab my vacuum sealer. Okay, so again, like I said, this is a vacuum seal pack from the Food Saver. And you just set it to vacuum, turn it on, hit the marinade button with the special tool. And then I move it to the closed position and take this part off. And you can tell it's been vacuum sealed because now if I try to just give it a little bit of pressure to open the lid, it's sealed shut because it has vacuumed all the air out. So again, if you don't have this, that's totally fine. Just, a couple of hours. The longer you can do it ahead of time, the better, just because you want, when you bite into that sandwich, you want that chicken to really scream that it has been marinated. So I also have this attachment from mason jars, which I use for mason jar salads more than anything. Oh wow, I cut it. Oh, there we go. It's I screwed that on pretty tight when I was shaking it up. So you don't actually use the ring when you're doing your marinade. So you can see how easy this part comes off. When you're using these lids for vacuum sealing, you can use them over and over and over until they just finally, eventually will get warped or whatever. So again, same thing. And then you carefully take this off. But see, now it's got a vacuum. This lid is on there, so it's so cool. And the vacuum seal will just help these pickle up a little bit faster, but again, and then this lid is kind of not even really necessary while this one's sealed. I'm gonna leave these on the counter, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the chicken back in the refrigerator since it's gonna be a couple hours before I cook them. And we'll be back to grill up this chicken and make some yummy sandwiches. Oh, I'm looking forward to this meal, guys. Yum, yum, yum. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Chicken's in the fridge marinating, and I just am out here taking my dog to the dog park. You see one pee on camera, Watson. Thank you very much. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day, and so I'm glad I get to spend a few minutes of it outside. Watson loves the dog park. So, all right, gotta work up an appetite for those banh mi's tonight. Welcome to my suburban backyard. So I got this amazing new grill because, we live in the Pacific Northwest and our last grill basically just rusted through. Luckily now we just had a porch built. You can't really see the roof, but now it's under a cover. But yeah, it was funny because we just moved, a couple months ago. And we were going to take our old grill with us. And when we picked it up to move, the entire thing like literally collapsed down on itself. So we called a scrapper and now I've got a brand new grill and I'm very excited about it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and what we want to do is preheat the grill. And I love that like quick start button. And I'm just going to use this side of it and I'm going to give it a good scrub from the last time I used it. I don't know if any of y'all have heard, but they're saying that a lot of these scrub brushes now have with the little metal tines are flaking off and getting on people's foods. So I bought this one. It's a wire whisk sort of shape. And I don't feel like it cleans as well as that wire whisk one, but I don't really want wire shards in my food. Anyway, I'm going to give this a scrub. Close the lid, let this grill preheat, and we'll throw some chicken on in just a minute. I'm gonna open this vacuum seal, and this is my favorite part because it makes this cool hissing noise. And it's letting the air back in. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this chicken, and we'll get it on the grill. So today is one of those weird Taekwondo days with my kids. They've got Taekwondo this evening from 5:30 to 6:30. So, we usually eat dinner around 5:30, so that makes it difficult. I've got one daughter who wants to eat before because she wants to be able to have energy during class. And then I've got another daughter who's like, nope, cannot do my workout on a full stomach. So she just wants to eat a snack and eat her dinner after class. So I'm just grilling up this chicken now, and then so that Izzy can eat, and then I'll reheat it for whenever the rest of the family wants to eat. It's just how it is, and actually it'd be good cold too, right? Chicken sandwiches cold are fine. All right, again, I cut this chicken like super thin, so it should cook up very quickly. I should only have to flip it like once maybe. As I was sitting here waiting for the chicken, I remembered that I think I went off on a tangent when I was talking about the lemongrass stalks. So if you are lucky enough to get lemongrass stalks at your grocery store, when you're making the marinade, you're just going to cut them up into chunks. And like I did with the back of my knife to bruise the garlic, you're going to break up the lemongrass stalk as best you can, and it just expose as much of it to it. Get it kind of pulpy and put that in the marinade, and like the garlic, you'll just pull it out. All right, well, let's check on this chicken and get it to flip over. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Oh, that side isn't quite as hot. All right, this piece right here is a little bit thicker, so I might go ahead and keep it on a little bit longer. So I got my chicken off the grill. It smells amazing. I can smell that lemongrass. So excited. All right, we'll go inside and assemble some sandwiches. I can't believe it. I forgot to hook up my mic again. So I have a finished sandwich here, but I'm going to just quickly go over what I did. I wanted to make up a sriracha mayonnaise. So I just made enough for one sandwich, which was some prepared mayonnaise and your favorite sriracha. I love this probiotic fermented sriracha sauce. And the cool thing about making it up yourself is you can make it as spicy or mild as you want just by mixing together. And you can buy prepared sriracha mayos. There's lots of them out there. But again, this way you can choose the ingredients you want and how spicy you want it. So it's just a little bit of mayonnaise. So I smeared the sriracha mayonnaise on both sides of the bread, and then I layered cucumbers. So here's my pickled vegetables. I opened up the vacuum seal and tasted them. They're crunchy, but they've got a little bit of that sweetness from the sugar, just a tiny bit of sour. They're perfect. I'm very excited how these came out. I've never really done a quick pickle that quick. Usually I at least wait till overnight, but it did make a good difference. So I've got those on there, and cilantro, which obviously is optional. Some people just can't stand cilantro. And then I sliced the chicken up really thin, and we have a delicious Vietnamese lemongrass banh mi sandwich. I want to say thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. And if you hit the subscribe button, it'll let you know next time I publish a video. And I look forward to having you back in my kitchen. Bye.